Welcome to Module 4, Useful Settings and Applications on your Apple device. So again, please follow along, take a look, do both at the same time if you like, and let's see what you guys know about different settings and applications on your device. So I'm going to go ahead and share my screen here on my iPad, and let's see if we know where to navigate for these different things that we cover. So I think navigation is so important. As long as we know how to get there, we can then figure out how to do different things based on where we're at. So if we want to go to settings, well, I'm in Zoom right now. What button do I have to hit to go to my home screen? Yeah. Again, what button do I have to hit if I want to go to my home screen?
Home button.
Button
Yeah,
on the right.
yeah, the home button, right?
Yeah.
Yes. Because I can't be in Zoom forever, right? So yes, I
Mm-hmm.
gotta hit the home button, which is where is that located, Gracie? Above the what?
Mid
Where you
center on the right side.
where you plug it in.
Yeah, you both are correct. Depending on how you're holding it, yes, it can
Yeah.
on where it is, but yes, right above where you plug it in, that is where that home button is. So yes, once I hit it once, it takes me to my home screen. And which one is the settings app?
The
The
gear
gray
up.
one that like a
Uh-huh, yes, that is settings. It's so important that you know where settings is so you can change something that you may want to change regarding your iPad. So usually when you go into settings, you will have general, which is one of these the options on the left come up by default. And there's quite a bit of things that you can do in general that you'd like. One of the most important things is software updates. So let's all make sure to update our devices to the latest version. Okay, it's always great to check this out. Yes, I have to check out my storage on my iPad to be able to download the latest one, 26.2.1.
Yeah, I just did it yesterday.
Amazing. So make sure you also keep your iPads updated just so you can see what I'm seeing and utilize what we showcase in our different sessions. So that's amazing. Make sure you update your devices. Um, iPad storage. How many gigabytes of storage am I using now? And what's my total capacity for the iPad? So based on my screen, how much am I using of the iPad storage and how much total storage is there on the
56.86 gigabytes of 64 gigabytes used.
So
yeah,
you is that right?
yes, that is correct.
Okay, I see it up there.
Ninth generation iPads have 64 gigabytes of storage.
you.
Seventh gen iPads have 32 gigabytes. So, each version of the iPad has a different amount of internal storage. There is nothing that you can do to change the 64/32. That's just what it comes with. So that's why the iCloud storage that we talk about is so important to save things in the cloud because there's a finite amount of storage available on the iPad. So, when you look at the list, uh, of apps that you have on your device, on the right-hand side, you will see the amount of storage that the app takes up. So again, typically higher games and uh, games that have a lot of graphics tend to use more storage. But at the end of the day, most apps take less than 1 gigabyte of storage. Okay, 1,000 megabytes is 1 gigabyte. So that's why you see the 900 to the one, which is
Mm.
really good. But everyone's device is going to be different. Like my mail storage is at 10 gigabytes. And that's just because I have a lot of emails, more than the normal the average person. So that's why I have a ton of storage there. But most likely for others, it will be way less than that. I just have a lot of accounts on my mail app, but we know that you can have multiple accounts in the mail app. So that is one of the reasons why you may see on mine it's a little bigger. But overall, else, I love how easy it is to see what you have on your iPad and the storage that each app uses. So, for example, one of the apps you played was Trivia Crack, really fun game. So, who can tell me the difference between offloading and deleting an app? In your own words. I know it says it here on the screen, but what's the difference between offloading and deleting?
When you delete it, it goes for good. If you offload it, the information is saved, but it's not completely deleted. Is that right?
Oh, 100%, Gracie. Yes.
Okay.
So yeah, when you delete the app, you're deleting the app size. So, the app itself, it takes up data, to function. And then the documents and data are like the things that you do inside of the app generally, right? So when you delete it, you delete both. When you offload an app, you're deleting the app, but you're keeping the documents and basically what you did in the app, and it saves it. So if you're trying to save on storage, if you may not, have used an app for a long time, but you may use it again in the future, maybe offload it. But if you're not going to use it like at all, really, then you may want to delete it. Um, for, but it all depends on the app. There are apps that you log into. So even if you delete it, like let's say I deleted the Chase app off of my phone or even here on my iPad. Oh, I could delete it. I mean, I still have my account, right? So just kind of think of it in that way. Sometimes when you delete a game, you may have to start from the beginning. So it all depends on how the game kind of works. And that's why logging into apps is so important, because even if you delete the whole entire app off your device and then re-download it, you'll be able to log in to what you may need. But everyone's going to be different in their use. Okay, does that make sense, folks?
No.
So
Mhm.
try to save, and yes, I need to take my own advice. Try to save about 10 to 15 gigabytes of storage so that way you can update your devices with little issue. I'm using a little bit too much storage, and it can be a little difficult, right? So I may or may not offload some of these apps, and uh, it's really cool that you can see underneath each name of the app, you can see the last time that you used it. So if you haven't used it for a while, it may be time to delete it, offload it to free up some storage. Okay. So yes, make sure you utilize settings on the left. If you have any questions, feel free to interrupt me, but uh, I hope we're pretty familiar with these different options. It's Please explore. Take the time to explore and check out these different things that you can do in your iPad. And again, any questions, please interrupt me. Um, we last week or 2 weeks ago. Okay, yes, Miss Dina, you can unmute yourself and share. And anyone can. And if you have a question, you can unmute yourself and share.
Alex, I'd like to say last week I was locked out of everything. And I had to call my Wi-Fi company, which is Astound. And they had to come out here, the technician, and he told me not to use settings if my instructor don't tell me to, which I found that to be crazy because I have to update, do different things. So he didn't know what the problem was. But I will say on my iPad right now, it's like a little circle and a little box or something within the circle. Could you tell me what that is?
It's a little hard to, I'm not sure what you're seeing. Are you in the actual, are you on the home screen? So what,
I'm on your home screen. I can see you. I can see everything you have pulled
yeah,
up.
you're on Zoom on your iPad, right, Ms. Dina?
Yes.
Yeah. So again, you're looking at what's on my screen right now. But yes, so can you ask your question again for me?
I want to know what this. It's a little circle by
Mm-hmm.
the council or over host. It's like a little circle and something in between the circle.
Hmm. Let's see. Okay, so you're in Zoom right now and you're taking a look at my screen. And is that somewhere near the toolbar? Again, I can't, let me see. Let me see.
It's across from cancel.
It said cancel.
Yes.
I'm not okay. I'm
You
not
know, like where the battery supposed to be?
okay.
It's right there. But it's across from cancel.
Well, I'm not sure. I don't see cancel on mine, so I'm not sure if you see
Oh.
a menu on your end or a prompt in the middle. I'm not 100% sure, but you're connected to the internet, you're in Zoom. So I'm not exactly sure. If maybe if you take a screenshot and put it into the chat, maybe I could see what you're seeing. So that would really help out. So you know how to take a screenshot, right?
I forgot.
Okay, you take the home.
Sorry, I forgot.
Can
But
someone tell
Alex,
can someone tell Miss Dina how to take a screenshot on her iPad?
Hold the,
Yep.
home button and
And
is
then
that the shut off? I don't know the proper name at the left top and mash them down simultaneously,
power
and
button,
that should take it.
Yes, the home button and the power button.
the
So
power
that's
button.
Yeah,
right.
hold
That's
both of them together at the same time and then
yeah,
let
Yeah.
go.
that way you'll take
that's
this.
right.
Uh-huh. And then you can go to the chat, hit that plus, and add that picture. Just so I can exactly see what you're seeing,
Right.
but
I'm
it
getting
sounds like
up. I'm getting up there now, y'all.
it, it sounds like I mean everything's good on my end, but once I see that photo, I'll 100% be able to see what you see, okay?
Take your time. Take your time, Miss Dana.
Miss Dina.
Yeah,
Good.
because now all my names are gone. Oh, brother.
Again, take your time. We're all about learning about navigation. So
The
just
class will be up before I get it.
no, Miss Dina, you
Oh,
got
boy.
confidence in yourself. So just give yourself a second. I'm gonna put you on mute, and that way you can just take a second to be able to screenshot and put it
Home
into
button
chat.
and your power button at the same time.
Once you do, go to the chat, hit that plus, and add that photo. Okay. Awesome. I hope we're able to resolve that. Okay. Um, let's see. Everything from here, wherever it says your name, that is where you get your Apple account settings. Everything from to the subscriptions to that you may have gotten through the iPad and App Store, things of the nature, your Apple account information. So it's really important and see what devices that you're using. Um, when I see that number one on the settings app, again, I just hit my home button here and I see the number one on the settings app that is again called a badge. That just lets me know that I may have to do something in an app, but it just depends on what app it is. Like reminders, okay, 28 reminders I may have to take a look at, mail, about 4,000 emails that I may have, important primary emails that I may have not read. So each badge may mean a bit different, but that's why the number one is there because it's letting me know that there's an update that's available. So make sure you take a look at those badges and see if you may need to do something. It's good that you were able to get your Wi-Fi connected because yes, without internet connection, you cannot connect to anything on your device. And we don't want that to happen. So again, if you're home, of course, you all are on the Zoom now, so wherever you're at, you are using the internet to connect, and which is great. But if you're at a friend's house, maybe make sure you connect to their Wi-Fi. And if you're in like any other spot, if there's Wi-Fi available, make sure that you connect to the Wi-Fi by simply hitting Wi-Fi and selecting the network that you would like to join. Again, your friend, the place, if you're in a senior wellness center, community center, library, you'll be able to see the network that comes up and connect to it. And there may or may not be a password. So just keep that in mind. Bluetooth. Can anyone share what Bluetooth means to them? What can you use Bluetooth for?
You can use Bluetooth when In other words, it's a battery connection. You don't have to have, well, wait a minute.
Yeah, don't. It's you're getting there. Don't overthink it.
Yeah, it's Bluetooth. Just
does
like
Bluetooth
if you have
allow
a printer, you can connect the printer using Bluetooth to your computer without having to have another connection. Does that make that doesn't make sense? Well, Bluetooth.
You're almost
It's an enhancer to me.
again. What does Bluetooth allow you to do? Connect to devices. What?
Without plugging it in.
Without having a wire or
Yes, wires.
Yeah, you could download the earplugs and
So, yes, you can connect to them without having a wire. So, the iPad, if you want to, there are, headphones that are wired that you connect to.
Right.
At the top left, remember at the top left of the iPad, if you're holding it vertically, that's a headphone jack. And there are headphones, wired ones, that connect to with the charger on your iPad. But if you have wireless headphones, so for example, AirPods, you'd be able to use Bluetooth and connect to it wirelessly. So I even have some devices here. I have a TV, I have my AirPods that I've connected to before, and 2 speakers. So again,
Yeah.
Bluetooth allows you to connect to devices wirelessly. So look, connect to accessories you can use for activities such as streaming music, phone calls, gaming. So again, speakers, AirPod, other devices, streaming. It's very, very useful. If I want to play some music from my iPad, we'll go watch a YouTube video together. I connect to my speaker when I'm at my friend's house, and it's a great experience. to
Yeah,
be
I
able
use my
to-
Bluetooth.
so the definition for Bluetooth is to be able to connect to other devices, wirelessness. Is that the definition for Bluetooth?
That's it.
wirelessly connect to
Yeah,
devices.
printer.
In a very simple terms, yes.
Yeah.
Printers,
You can do it
keyboard,
Wait a minute,
with
talking at the same time.
It's an enhancer. That's what I call it.
yeah,
printer and headphones.
yes, it allows wireless connections between devices.
Yeah.
Okay.
And
wow.
you used to have to plug in everything into each other for it to work. But now, with Bluetooth, you're able to do it wirelessly. So again, if I had my AirPods next to me, I'd be able to again put them in, and that way no wires, and I can freely move my head. Again, speakers, that's great. I don't have to physically connect my phone or iPad or laptop to my speaker. I can be in one area of the room and it play in another area, which is amazing. So Bluetooth, make sure you check it out and utilize
I
it.
got a nice set of whatever you call them, for a gift, and I haven't used them yet because I didn't know how. And they're real good ones, I'm told. So I'm gonna see if I can use.
Oh, you
them
mean
here.
earplugs? Is that what you said?
You see what Diane has on her head, something like
Are
that.
they wireless or wired, Gracie?
Wireless.
Yeah, so again, what you do is you turn those things on, and then you'll see it. So you see it, it says my devices, and below that it says other devices. So if I had any other devices that I haven't connected to that are on, it would show up there. And then once you tap on it, you'd be able to connect to it. So
Like I
just-
do.
Well, is it a number? Is it a number that she had to
the
put
same
in?
procedure with the wireless speakers?
yeah, again, all you do
Okay.
is turn that thing on. Again, when I turn my speaker on, it automatically connects to the last device it was connected to.
Okay.
And then you can
gotta do that then. Okay.
so just try now. Turn those earbuds on and see when if it comes up under other devices, okay?
Okay.
You got this.
Yeah.
Ms. Dina, again, you could interrupt me. You have a question or
I just want to say also, there are many cameras that you can set up to plug in. The cameras for security. You can also buy those in Bluetooth.
Yeah, again, many things utilize Bluetooth nowadays. So it's so important that we know how to use it and activate it on our devices. So again, if you have an iPhone, iPad, Android phone, you will see this Bluetooth settings on all of the devices, which is very important. Good.
Can't get this thing up.
I connected one to my PC when I'm playing the gospel music sometimes. And so I got that speaker and connected wireless speaker and put that on the PC.
Yeah, on the PC, you could connect it to your iPad here.
Mhm.
That's another option, YouTube it up. And I do that all the time. That's a
Some of
great.
the recordings are low, but that speaker, play it out where you don't need to worry, but just
I love
hook it up.
wireless speakers.
Mm-hmm.
I always have mine with me, especially
Mm-hmm.
if I'm outside. I bring it with me and I connect my phone and
Mm-hmm.
do it. And, it's just a seamless experience.
Yeah.
Uh-huh.
I'm gonna
Okay.
try it.
So make
Oh,
sure you go into Bluetooth if you have any of those devices, keyboards, mouses, headphones, printers, speakers, uh, even, yes, smart TVs utilize Bluetooth. So those are some options, okay? Um, we went over display and brightness in module 2. But again, if you want to change, your appearance, like light mode versus dark mode, again, dark mode is easy on your eyes. You can have this done automatically. So I have mine light until sunset. So when I hit sunset, my screen will be dark mode, which is way easier on the eyes. I have my
Mhm.
text bolded. I changed the size of my text slightly. Many different options that we've gone over. I love the night shift mode again. When at sunset, the colors on my iPad are warmer, so it's easier on your eyes. So I love this night shift feature. So make sure you check it out. Okay. Uh,
Alex,
uh-huh.
I just connect my earplugs. I'm only hearing you in one ear, not the other. What's that? I decided to try it since you all were talking about it. This is my
Okay,
first
are
time
those
using them too.
your wireless headphones?
This right here, the
Okay, so
earplug.
yeah, so you plugged it into your iPad.
Yes, it's in my iPad, but I'm only hearing you in one ear and not the other.
Try unplugging it, plugging it back in. It may be a technical issue. Not 100% sure. So,
Okay.
but
I
yeah,
just wanted to
test
let
it.
you.
Hmm.
I'm like Gracie. I never used it myself, so I just wanted to
Well,
do it while I
he
was
has
in the
wireless
class.
headphones. You have wired headphones. So just make sure that it's plugged in all the way in. I'm not either it's the jack or where the charger is. I'm not sure, but make sure you try again. And it just may be a
Okay.
technical thing, okay?
Okay. I'm just testing it.
Mhm.
Thank you.
Yes, I have not tried putting in headphones in a while, so maybe there's something that comes up with settings, so maybe see that. But besides that, yeah, it's
Oh,
all.
this the old ones, huh? I'm not up to date.
I mean, it could be that, not 100% sure. So, uh,
Okay.
It's
see,
old age. Senior. It's a senior one.
um,
I heard you.
screen time allows you to look at your screen time, your daily average that you use your device, and you can look at a couple of things like scheduling downtime away, from the screen if you feel like you've, looked at the screen for a long time, or even screen distance. Um, it's pretty cool where it reduces eye strain by if you are too far to the screen, the iPad will let you know. Uh, as it says here, I've tried it on my phone before, but here on the iPad, it lets you know if you're looking too close at the screen to reduce eye strain. So that's pretty neat for this feature right here. Um, and yes, so please make sure you take a look at more of these settings. One, if you have any setting that you want to look for, you can use the search bar at the top where it says search and search for a particular setting.
Mhm.
Like location services. If you have an issue with location in one of the apps, then you can find that setting really quickly. Or look at the very bottom of this menu. What does the last option say on the left-hand menu?
App.
Apps. So, you can adjust certain settings in apps, okay? In apps, and you can adjust certain settings for an app here in settings. And this is again more having to do with the actual iPad itself. For example, let's say I go to Zoom, okay? So if I go to Zoom, you see here, I can adjust photos, the microphone, camera, notifications, things of that nature, right? So if you're having an issue with putting a background, make sure that photos has the access. Microphone, make sure that's on, which it is for everyone here, which is great. Camera, same thing. If you weren't able to start your video, you may need to turn that on. If you try to hit start video and it gives you a pop-up, then this is how you can adjust apps certain settings as it relates to the iPad. Does that make sense, folks?
Yeah.
Even going to WordChain, this is a third-party app, very small because it's it's its own app, and not created by Apple. So like notifications, you'll see that for like all apps, things, right? So very small. I don't usually go into many of these. It all depends, and if you're trying to adjust something. So one of the special ones that we go over is Mail. Mail looks a little different than some because you can add accounts, you can adjust signatures, so certain apps will have a little more, but mostly those Apple apps. But besides that, we're actually going to go into kind of our different apps, but just kind of a check-in. Okay, so here in apps, when we do module 4, we talk about FaceTime and messages. Okay, remember FaceTime and messages. Okay, so who uses FaceTime on, like, not the daily, but pretty frequently? Who uses FaceTime on their iPads pretty
I
frequently?
do.
I do.
Every
Mhm.
blue moon, my
Day.
brother FaceTimes me to let me talk to my sister in the nursing home in
Mhm.
Buffalo.
Yeah,
Yeah.
me and Sandra and sometimes Dolores and
Never asked you call out no roll call.
I'm calling roll call, Dolores.
I love that. So that's because you guys have your FaceTimes activated
Yeah.
on your device.
I'll do it.
So again, if you want to check, if you have never done a FaceTime and if you've never done a message, or you sent to iMessage but use the Messages app, make sure that you go and check both of these out. So here I'm on my other device right here. Okay. So if I go to, again, settings, and then I hit apps at the very bottom left, again, you'll see all these different apps that are here. So let's go into FaceTime first. Okay. So
Yeah, I use FaceTime to call my great grandson in Atlanta, Georgia.
Yes, like as long as the two devices and mostly two Apple devices have connection, you can make as many FaceTime calls as you want. I mean, it's completely free.
Mhm.
I love it. And you can make group FaceTimes as well. So
Yeah.
love that feature. So
I
yes,
think
so
Monday.
so when I go to apps, okay, I went to settings. Again, if you've never done a FaceTime before or sent a message, you know, let's try it out. Let's all be able to utilize it, because again, you could message again your family members, FaceTime your family members, message and FaceTime your fellow, iPad friends, etc., anyone. So utilizing these two ways, you can text them, you can message them, or you can video or audio call them, which is great. So settings, apps, you hit FaceTime, okay? And then make sure you all see it says FaceTime, and on the right-hand side, that button is green. You all see that on my end?
Yes.
Make sure it's green
Yeah.
on your end. Okay, make sure it's green on your end. Okay, and it will tell you, it says you can be reached by FaceTime at, and then it tells you what, if you only have an iPad, you will only have the Apple account that's on your device. Okay, so whether it's that you created an iCloud email or used one of your existing emails to make that Apple account, that is what others can put in to FaceTime you. Does that make sense, folks?
Yeah.
So it will tell you which ones, because if you have an iPhone and an iPad and they're both logged into the same Apple account, when I FaceTime my friend, it goes to her phone and it goes to her iPad. And she can connect from either device, which is really so. If you have an iPhone and iPad, both logged into the same Apple account, you can
Yes.
which is really, really convenient. It will tell you can be reached by FaceTime at, and you can select what options you want. Hmm So does everyone on their end, do you all see that? And it
Yeah.
says you can be reached by FaceTime at, and it shows your probably your Apple account on your ends, correct? And you all have confirmed that that button is green?
Yes.
Yeah.
Button is green. Again, this is for the FaceTime app. So when you go into FaceTime, okay, so let me see if you all can, if I can get to it from here. But yes, once you go into FaceTime, I'm in Zoom right here. So let me see. It's hard because I'm in a Zoom call, but if when you go here, actually, it may look a little different, but let me see if I have this picture. Give me a moment to what FaceTime looks like. Give me a moment right here. Um, because you guys are on a Zoom call as well, it's you may not be able to see it, but does when you last used FaceTime, and I think some of you used it recently, does it still look like this or does it look a little different now?
It looks different.
It
Yeah,
looks
it looks different.
not too different, right?
A whole lot
But
different.
No, it's a whole lot different. You don't have
Yeah.
all the names and stuff that you can just tap on now. It's like they got rid of all that.
yeah, so I'll definitely have to, check it out a little more on this. Let me see if
Yeah, the last upgrade changed it.
mhm.
Yes.
And that tends to happen because that also, at first on my phone I had just a list, but now I have it so where it looks like contact cards. So,
Excuse me.
Yeah,
look
and you
here.
have to redo the contact card, otherwise you don't have your people no more.
Well, as long as you have the right info in the contact, I can see their name and their picture if they have one. So it's just all about adjusting to how things just look a little differently. So,
Yeah, I wish they wouldn't have done that because now I gotta go looking up people and trying to find them, and oh, it's terrible.
well, it should tell you the name of the person right in the FaceTime app,
Yeah.
right?
Yeah.
No, it doesn't anymore.
Are you?
Well, it shows my granddaughter's name when
Yeah,
I.
I mean
Yeah,
you.
that's because you constantly call her, but if you haven't constantly called the people, it's
Mhm.
not gonna just show it.
It even if you call them, I mean, I have in my FaceTime app, I have calls that I made even 2 years ago, still in my history. So you should.
Yeah, it's in there, but it's like it used to be a list. Now they're like tiles.
Well, it's that it looks a little more fun and just, updates do happen. I wish there was sometimes there's a way to view it a little differently, but I quite like the change, but it is what it is.
Mm-hmm.
Okay,
Yeah.
so but
That
as long as you're able to use it to
that
make
20 that 26 changed everything.
Yeah, it did. It
yeah, so just
it really did.
make sure, anytime that's why I use it. The more you use it, the more comfortable you'll be with utilizing it.
Hmm.
It's taking up too much brain space with me.
Well, we're some smart cats, so we can overcome any challenge, right? So going back to our settings and then apps, we're going to do the same thing for messages. Okay, if you've never sent an iMessage to someone, you can again make sure that they can send you a message, and then I'll actually be able to show you how it sends. And again, it may look a little different than what you may see on your device, but yes, we're going to go to settings. We're going to go apps. Either we can hit apps again on the left or hit the blue apps back arrow at the top. Either way, it works. And then we're going to go to messages. Okay, so make sure you're in settings on your device and you go to messages. And then just like before, it says iMessage, that's the service. Messages is the name of the app. iMessage is the service. Make sure that button is also green and it tells you again what devices what they can put in their message to send you a message, for if they've never sent you a message before. So again, there are different ways to kind of go about messages, as Bridget shared, you can go to the contacts and then you can hit the message or the FaceTime from there, or you can go, to the actual app and do it. It doesn't really matter. Just whatever is easiest for you. But
What do they use the message app for? I'm not being clear on that.
it's like tech, what we think of text messages.
Text. Yeah.
So again, on my phone here, I use my messages every single day.
So that mean like you, so I can text you a message. I mean, like that definitely, like you said,
Mhm.
used to use for texting.
Yeah.
On the
Yeah.
iPad.
Yeah,
Yeah,
send messages to others.
I ain't never
Okay.
used it.
And receive messages.
Well, make sure, Dolores, are you in settings and apps?
Not right now. I'm looking at what you have.
Well,
What is
I want you to hit your home button, go to settings and apps, and make sure that messages is turned on, okay? So
okay?
take your
Well, I'm
time.
sure.
That's okay. Take your time. Make sure you go to settings, then apps, and then you hit messages.
Okay, I'm
So
holding up a minute.
26
on there, on your guys' end, you see that iMessage is turned on, and you see what email or what contact people can send you a message to, correct?
Okay, where's my
Everyone on your ends, do you see that
that?
message is turned on?
Yeah.
Okay, and you see it send and receive. You can see how you can send and receive a message. Again, it all depends on if you have an iPhone as well, and if you're logged into the same Apple account, you may see the account, and you also may see a phone number. So again, it all depends on what you got.
Messages. Yeah, my messages is turned on.
Okay, I'm not seeing. I mean, this is under general, right? Oh shoot. what is
No,
that?
it's under apps, Miss Dolores. So you got to
Oh,
go to your menu
I
and go.
got you under apps. Okay.
All the way down, yeah.
Then you go to messages on the right hand side and just make sure iMessage is turned on, and you'll see what how you can receive a message. So make sure you find
Okay, I'm under my apps and I'm looking for messages. Is that what you're saying?
Yeah, make sure you look on your end, okay? When you hit messages, make sure iMessage is green, that green button, and then you can see how you can receive it.
Oh, messages.
On my screen here, y'all,
Scroll down.
Now, Metro.
which one is the messages app on my screen?
Where is it?
Uh-oh. I'm not on.
Well, I got my screen up
Yeah,
now.
yeah. No, I love it.
Mhm.
You got it. Go in navigation, going back and forth, hitting the home button to go back to Zoom and go back is so important. So yes, I love it. But again, you don't have to come to my screen to look to know that answer.
Messages.
It's the App Store.
What was your question there?
Which app is the messages app?
The
Go
the,
to your screen.
which app is the messages app? It's the one down below, and it's in green, and it has like a comma, and it's white.
Yeah, that on my on mine is
That's on yours, but it's
yeah,
the same on
on the first app in the dock area.
the
So yeah,
first app. That's the first app.
that is the messages app. But you could have said a green app with a white
The green with white look like
I don't see
Yeah.
that.
Yeah.
It
I
looks
got
like
mine up.
under
like a comic book talking.
No, it looks like a comma. It looks like a comma, the white part.
yeah.
It looks like a comic book.
Yeah.
The first one.
Vocabulary.
Yeah, it's the
Yes.
first one down below.
Yeah, so again, that's on my screen. It may appear on a different part on your screen.
On your
So,
screen, Al.
I don't have
yes.
I ain't never used that before.
So let's go into the messages app, and it may look a
They say
little.
no conversation selected, no messages. I ain't never seen
Yeah,
it.
so if you're in so everyone confirmed that that their iMessage is turned on and that
Yeah.
you see what you can receive and send it to, right?
Okay.
So if you're telling someone else to send you a message, you tell them that probably that account, that email account, and that way when they go to messages, how do you start a message? Where's the compose button?
Is at the top, the square box with the pencil in it.
Yeah, so that's the same one in the mail app, which makes it so easy to be like, oh, that's the button you press. When you
Okay.
tap that button, you the other person, again, they could put you in their contacts and then hit the message button. But if they're just sending you a message right here, then you type it in, so whatever that is, and then you would be able to send them a message.
New
So,
message.
Now,
so
Dolores, when you send Dolores,
I'm listening.
when you send the message, you have to have their contact. You have to have their phone number, and then you click like she just said, you click that little box, and then you write them something. That's a text message.
Okay, where it say two, so I had to put the person name in there.
So no, okay. So thank you for bringing that up, Geraldine. It all depends on what the other person has. If the other person has,
Just get ready to ask that question.
it depends if they have an iPad. When you
That's
write
right.
in two,
Mhm.
you would put in that account. So if they have an iPad, even if they have an iPhone too, it just depends on what it says
Mm-hmm.
and in here. So if the other person has an iPad, you're gonna put their account.
Or their account.
And
Yes.
they would put yours. If you're sending an iMessage to an iPhone, you would, yes, put in their number in the two, and then you would see if it works.
Or you can put in their cell phone number. Is that what you're saying?
Well, again, iMessage Messages app is an Apple app. Yes, if I wanted to send a message to someone with an iPhone, you would most likely put in their number.
Yep.
So it all depends, but they give it to you. Okay. You just ask them, hey, what's your number? And then if they have a phone, they'll tell you it. And that's most
Okay.
the default. If they have an iPad, then you would ask them, or they would give you the Apple account. If you're sending them a message, they ask you.
That's why I don't use that feature, because I only know one person that has an Apple account. Is one sister that I have. That's
Well,
it.
if they have an Apple device, then they have an Apple account. All Apple devices have an Apple account. So if they have an iPhone, iPad, you're able to send them a message, an iMessage from
But that's the only person, just one person.
well, yeah, you must have other friends, and of course everyone on the call here has an Apple device.
Oh, no.
There are many yeah.
You don't want me to be your friend?
Yes, I do. Yes, I do.
When you send a message, so again, if you know someone with an iPhone, put in their number. If you know someone with an iPad, put in their Apple account. And then once you type it in, you hit that return button.
Where's
Again,
the return button at?
it's on the keyboard, that enter key. Remember the return key. You gotta put,
Yeah.
your return key, the enter key, to enter in your thing. Again, you can do
Is that good? Is that interesting? That's the little one with that little X and the arrow going towards the.
No, it's below that. It's a return.
No, it's written in
That's
there.
the return. Yeah, that's the enter key. So again,
I don't see no thing saying no enter.
Return.
It's return on the right-hand side.
Okay, I'm on the right-hand side. So which one? Huh?
It's right below the X that you're talking
the
about.
letter L on my screen, Dolores.
I'm on my screen. I just typed something to Bridget and see if she received it. I'm trying to see how we send it to her.
So okay, no. So we're on.
You to me.
We're on two different things right now, Miss Dolores. So again, if you're on your.
Oh, I see. I see return on your board.
Yeah, yes. So again, that's the entry key that allows you to return or enter in whatever you type in. So if you're trying to send a message to someone,
Mine's got symbols.
okay, just take a look at your screen and you'll be able to see if you need to delete or
I'm gonna hit that button, right?
So when you hit that compose button, again, you type in their name, if they're in the contact, their phone number, or Apple account. You can also go to contacts and be able to, if they're already in your contacts, you're going to be able to message them or FaceTime them, amongst other things, on their device. So contacts, it will look like this app right here, this gray icon with the letters, with the different
head
colors.
on it.
It looks like an address book. So this is just the other way of doing things, right? So when you go into a person's contact, again, after you add them into the contact with the name, email, phone number, whatever information you like to add, you can then message them or FaceTime audio or video call them from contacts. So again, that's just another way of doing not the same thing, but the same thing of sending a message or doing a FaceTime. Okay.
You lost me on that one.
Okay, so let's get back on track. So were you trying to send a message, Dolores?
I done came out on because I done got low. I was doing good until I started looking at your screen.
Well, it's okay. That's why you got to try again, right? So if you're trying to send a message, make sure you go to your compose and then again you type in again their phone number or their Apple account.
Mm-hmm.
But yes, what I just had touched on again, I'm just, we've done module 4, all these different modules a lot of times, folks. So we're just putting in all the information in together.
Alice, can I ask you a question?
Mm-hmm.
It might
Sure.
sound crazy, but I'm asking. In order to use that feature to text somebody, do you have to be in Zoom?
No.
No.
Oh, Miss Kim, you're overthinking. I mean, we're in Zoom right now. You can do anything. We're on Zoom. It doesn't matter. We're in Zoom. You can do.
No, I'm
anything.
saying if I wanted to do it later on the night or something like that, I don't have to
Put
be
a
in
message.
Zoom.
No, I mean that's a whole separate app, Miss
Okay.
Kim.
Okay.
I mean, you can use any app you could do it at 4 o'clock in the morning if you wanted to, or
Okay.
No, she just wanted to know if she had to be in the class. But
No,
you
you
know,
don't have to be in Zoom. You
No.
don't have to be in
no. I mean, I hope when you're not on the Zoom, you guys are practicing, downloading apps, checking out that we're going to talk about today in addition, but using your apps, doing FaceTimes, doing messages, going on Safari, doing your reminders, doing your notes. Practice makes perfect, y'all. So make sure you all are, taking notes and reviewing the video when it gets uploaded so you can, really test out some of these things to make your life easier.
And if you send a message to those people a lot of times, it does pop up on your screen. Their initial will pop up when you're ready to do it.
Yeah.
You just pick one.
You see the left-hand side. Again, if I had some more people I messaged on this iPad, then they would come up.
Yeah.
But yes, there's, so many ways you can again send a message. So again, you can just say your hellos or your goodbyes. And you see here, it's so amazing that it tells you when it gets delivered. You can hit that plus button. You can do so many different things. Yeah, you see here, I just got, I just sent it to myself, but I got it in less than 1 second, which is amazing. You can take a photo, you can use a photo, you can send an audio, so make an audio message. You can add a Giphy, basically a GIF image to the to the person, which is cool. Look at that. I like Batman. That's pretty cool. You can play games through messages. So you can play pool or Connect Four or look at all these different options. This one's called Game Pigeon. So you can play Mancala, checkers, paintball, knockout, word games. I mean, you can play games and messages. That's pretty neat, right?
So you tapped on the plus sign to bring up all of this right here, this information? Okay, that's what the plus sign for. Okay.
It's like on your end. So check it out. You can also send your location, images, some more gifts. You can send a digital touch message. So there's a lot of useful things you can do when you're sending a message to someone.
Yeah.
Okay, tap on the cat.
Can I ask you a question?
Uh-huh.
When you playing games, can you talk over the game?
You can FaceTime them and be on the call as you do it if you want.
Oh, okay. Do you have to have 2 devices to do FaceTime and the game?
No, aren't we on Zoom and I'm in the messages app right now?
Okay. I got you.
Yeah, I mean, don't overthink it, you guys. Just because we're on, you can use multiple apps at the same time. That's what the whole multitasking and being able to do things on different screens. We covered that about 2 weeks ago. But I can have 3 apps open on my iPad right on the screen at the same time. So I mean, the iPad is limitless. So I want you to try these things out.
Stop overthinking it, Bridget. You're making it hard for us.
I want to know because we're going to be playing some games.
Girl, you know I'm joking.
We already play games on the iPad anyway.
Yeah, it's just another way to have a little fun. And, there's the apps that, you can play, but, if you want a simple iMessage game, I do this sometimes and it's really fun with my friend. But, being able to send the location or send a message later or sending a photo. I mean, all these things are so important.
And this is the way you send the Apple Cash. This is the new way in the new the new model, because you didn't do this before, but here lately, this is how you send Apple Cash. If you want to send somebody some money,
It's been there for a while, Geraldine. I don't talk about it much because
but what I mean is this wasn't the way before the new model came along, 28 points, whatever that
26.
Yeah, before that one, it was another way, because I used to send Apple Cash.
Oh yeah, on FaceTime, yeah.
Yeah, but this is the new way.
Always do this. It's been a few years now, so it's always
No. I don't mean that. This is the new way to send it by going to the
Cash App.
This is the new way to send the Cash App.
No. Okay.
I've been sending it all the time.
Don't. Okay, so first of all, those are two different things. This is not Cash App. This is Apple Cash, because you can send money through.
Yeah, it's not Cash App. No, I don't mean Cash App. I mean Apple
Pay. It's
Pay.
not you, Geraldine. It was someone else that brought that
up.
That
was me.
Again, but this is again, I just want to make sure we're all know. And this is not a new. This is a feature. Again, this is maybe one of the times I may be explicitly mentioning it, but showing you that you've been able to do this for years on an iPad and iPhone. So this is nothing new, but it's very easy. I've been doing this for years, and for sending folks money, just one way to do so. Because on the phone, I love using my wallet to be able to pay for things using the Apple Card. So that is worth taking a look at, the wallet app, especially if you have an iPhone. It's very helpful. But yes, if you wanted to send someone some money through Apple Wallet, if you have that set up, you're able to do it through messages, and that's a very cool feature. So it's not new, but it's maybe new to a lot of folks on the call. So
I don't want to try it. I'm scared.
You sound like me.
If you don't want to, you have to, but I do it all the time. It's very convenient.
I use Zelle.
Yeah, everyone uses their own. Some people have an iPhone, they don't use it at all, but I tend to use it almost every single day. So various reasons. I mean, if you want to send someone some money, they may not have Cash App, so it makes it really easy to send some money. So just check out things at your own pace, but
yeah, play with it.
So messages, okay. All right. So far today we looked at settings, and we also made sure, and I think some of the most important apps are messages and FaceTime. Again, you can send, text messages to other Apple users, and it's so convenient to just be able to send a message sometimes, and then being able to do audio or video calls is so great from the device. I mean, you don't even, with FaceTime, that's an Apple service. You don't even have to have a cell plan, and it's free. So, I mean, everything is free that we talked about today, and it's just so amazing. So there shouldn't be a reason why you can't communicate with someone if you can just test out a few things to, get those apps set up. I use messages and FaceTime every single day, and
I messaged my son just now.
I message every day
by phone. Yeah, on his phone.
Yeah, I use iMessage every day.
But you use it on your iPad, or you use it on your cell phone when you message?
Both.
Well, I use it on both. I use it on both.
Yeah.
I mean, it's there. It's free. I love saying hi, or just good morning, or what you doing to my friend. Again, you can pin people in your messages. You can
before you wake up, they keep sending you iMessages.
Yeah.
Well, they come on my cell phone, but not on I never did it on my iPad and messages.
Well, what do you have an iPhone or
what you call this? Android.
Okay, so Android that doesn't have the messages app. That's a little different because the messages app is Apple. So
yeah,
so you won't be able to do it on your phone because this is the messages app on Apple devices.
Yeah.
I used my iPad and I called him in. I woke him up.
That's it's so important to be able to FaceTime or video message anyone or someone that you know at an instant. So I mean, that's so convenient.
Apple Wallet not on you, right?
Apple Wallet.
Apple Wallet not on the iPad, right?
Yeah, there are different options. Again, you're able to check it out and see what's going on
Oh, man, my granddaughter was looking for it, and
in settings.
she said it wasn't on here.
Yeah, so yes, again in settings, you'll be able to see that under
wallet on there.
your Apple account.
Mhm.
You're also mhm.
It's
Yeah.
on the Apple account, the Apple Wallet.
Yes, you'll be able to see those settings regarding the wallet.
Mhm.
But yes, there is no Apple Wallet app on the iPad. You would have to go to settings to be able to adjust those different things. But if you try to send something through Apple Cash on iMessage, you'll see you'll see the options that come up. Okay.
Mhm.
Yeah. So if you have an iPhone, it makes it a little bit easier. But again,
Yeah, I don't have one.
yeah. So when you go to Wallet and Apple Pay,
Uh-huh.
you'll be able to again see all of that information. So on the
Wallet
left-hand side in settings, you'll be able to see it says Wallet and Apple Pay. And then that's where you can enable that Apple Cash and what cards you have. So I'll go to here anyway. So there's Wallet and
What do
Apple
you see it? Okay.
settings.
Mhm.
And then you're able to see, yeah, again, what I have Apple Cash enabled. But it's not set up, so I would have to set that up. And then you can add cards. So again, if you wanted to purchase something for your iPad, you'd be able to do so through this. Like if you wanted that Apple Plus subscription with the Apple Arcade and the music, it makes it really easy to pay for that. That's why under your Apple account, you have the subscriptions.
Mhm.
Like again, if you subscribe to anything that you did through your iPad, like I did Netflix through my iPad and I see the subscription there, the Apple one. And again, payment and shipping. That's also another way to see what cards are under your Apple account. Because if you pay for that 99 cents a month, whatever for the iCloud storage, that's where
Mhm.
you see that information under subscriptions. It even makes me enter in my Apple account password, which is really good. So then you can see those different settings.
Oh, because I see add payment method, add money to Apple account.
So yes, you can either tap your name, hit payment and shipping, and see those settings, or you can hit wallet and Apple Pay in order to see that Apple Cash info. So that way, if you have money on your Apple Cash, you can send money through there. Or if you don't have any there, but you have a card, you can send people money through iMessage, hitting the plus, hitting Apple Cash, and you can send them money through your card.
Mhm.
So, that's always stay internet safe and things of the nature and who you send. But yes, if
Tracy.
Gracie, if you wanted to send your son some money, you could do it through here and he would receive it in his Apple Cash, in his Apple Wallet.
No,
So where does money go, to your bank account or something? Is that where does money go?
So if you're sending an Apple Cash, you're sending it to the other person's Apple Cash under their wallet. So on my end right here on my other iPad, it says Apple Cash balance $0. But I don't have it set up here on this iPad. I wouldn't use this iPad to make purchases. That's why I haven't set it up. But you see on my end, it says not set up. Yeah, so again, send and receive money from messages and schedule recurring payments if you wanted to, like allowances. So that's pretty neat that you could do that. So once you hit not set up, you would follow the steps. And that way, again, and you can send and receive money from messages. So if you wanted to ask, Gracie wanted to ask Miss Louise for $20, and
No.
she wanted to send it to you, you could through the iMessage. If my friend yesterday asked me for $8 for the carryout, so I was like sure. So I went to her message and I hit that plus and I hit that Apple Cash and I sent her $8 through the messages. And that's
And Okay, so that came on. They went to her cell phone,
I
right?
don't do
It,
money here.
it went to her account. So yes, she could use it on your cell phone or her iPad. She wouldn't necessarily be able to not pay with their iPad for the carryout, with the tap, that phones have. But
Mm-hmm.
yes, with her phone, yeah, it goes to her Apple Cash, Apple. You'll actually have the
Okay.
wallet app on the iPhone. So if you have an iPhone, you actually have the wallet app.
Yeah.
And yeah, I can show you right here through my phone. It says $0 and my latest transaction. I sent it to my friend, $8. Mm-hmm.
Wow.
I'm just trying to figure out when it go to her, how does she get the money? It sounds crazy when I'm saying
It goes in her account and then she pays it. I guess like
Her account.
if
So
it's
you know
already
Apple
in
Pay,
there.
right? This is
So
called
Apple
Apple
Card
Pay.
on.
You all see Apple Pay? Remember Google Pay?
Yeah.
The cards you can use to tap. So that when you all hear that term Apple Pay, which most retailers use nowadays. So if I'm at the corner store, I don't use my card. I just use my device, my phone,
Mm-hmm.
tap,
oh, they just
which is
swipe that.
so
Oh.
yes, there is Google Pay. So Android devices have that, and there's Apple Pay, which what the Apple devices have that. So
Oh.
most places have Apple Pay. I'd say the funny, not the funny, but they say on the internet, Walmart doesn't have Apple Pay, but that could have changed. I'm not sure, but most places will take it nowadays because they know how, it's so easy to just use my phone. I don't have to take out my wallet. I can use my phone.
Yeah, I see people
Well, that's
using
why I
their
saw
phones in the stores paying for stuff.
exactly. I just saw that the other day at the dollar store when the lady just took out her phone and the
Mm-hmm.
cashier put the thing up against it.
Uh-huh.
Oh,
Uh-huh.
okay. I
But
wonder what she was doing.
you can also use Apple Pay online. So let's say I have the Domino's app and I
Mm.
wanted to buy a pizza. So that way, when I go to check out in the app, it says, do I want to use Apple Pay? So that way I can use Apple Cash or another card that I have to
Mm-hmm.
pay for that transaction. Did you see what
Oh.
I'm saying? Again, if I had the, Domino's app on my phone or my iPad, once I go to checkout, it gives you different options. Pay with Apple Pay or pay with a debit card. You can do debit card when you purchase things online, but that means you got to
Yeah.
type it in and all that stuff. And, if you have to, you have to. But if I use Apple Pay, bam, I just use my Touch ID on the iPad or my Face ID on my phone and I verify it's me. And bam, I used either my Apple Cash or a card that I added, and then I pay for it. So that's how you
Right.
pay.
Yeah,
That's
it's
how
a lot of good and bad in that because if you lose your phone, you short. You ain't getting no money anyway.
Well, if you lose your phone, you should have a passcode. And when you get that new device, you'll just able to load all of your stuff and everything should be there.
So Alice, when she went to the register and her bill was $30, and she just took her phone and put up against it, so it just automatically just deduct that $30 off her phone.
Mm-hmm.
So there's so on my phone, I have to double tap my home, again, I'm on my phone. I double tap my power button, and then all of my different cards came up. I go to the card that I want, and then I place it next to the thing. And then, yes, so you have to do a
That mark
verification.
comes out.
It won't just take it because you put it there. You have to, use some mechanism. Again, on my phone here, I double tap, and then it recognizes my face.
Mhm.
And that way, then it says, for example, look what it says here on my phone. I know I have my background, but it says hold near reader. Okay. So again, right now I just double tap my power button here on my phone, and then it took me there, and then I can just tap and bam, pay for it.
But Alice, when it says hold near reader, does that mean you take your credit card out and put it up?
No, I didn't say anything about the card.
Store has a reader.
What does that mean? Mine says that sometimes. I don't know
Just
what
put
it
the
means.
phone up against the
It's
device in the
So
store.
look, great question, Geraldine. So look, right, what you see on my screen, I just have Apple Cash. I don't have it set up on this device. But again, if I added a card, okay, again, Visa, whatever, American, whatever card, when you do that, that means your phone is next to the reader and you select what card you want to purchase. So again, any debit or credit card, you see, you can add cards to Apple Pay to send money to friends, and you can make secure payments in apps on the web, and you can use it to pay for things when you're in store. Mm-hmm.
But when
So
it says hold near reader, what do you do with your
the
phone?
phone, you put it next. What is it? What does it say,
mechanism.
Miss Gerald? It says hold near the reader. You put
What near what reader? What's the reader?
The reader is the little thing
okay.
that's
So
sitting there where you can put your PIN number if they ask for it. You
yeah,
use
the keypad.
the
You know
keypad.
where you swipe your card. There is a little
Yeah.
reader in the middle above the card
Mhm.
that
Just
has.
put it near it.
At
Mhm.
the register.
Yeah.
But
Register.
it doesn't say that at the register. Just a minute
Yeah.
ago, I
Don't
used Apple Pay,
don't overthink it, Jen. I got you.
but
Okay.
I don't know what to do.
Well, that's what we're here for. Okay.
You
So
can use the card and just tap it right on that.
don't think it. So yeah. So you look at when you see this symbol. This is a good example.
There
So
you go.
Yeah.
so when you see that, that means you can tap to pay. So
Yes.
what you do is when you see that, if you want to pay using your Apple Pay, you do the mechanism. So again, here on my phone, I double tap my power button, I verify my face. Then it says hold near reader. I put the phone next to the reader and then it
Yes.
does it wirelessly. Does that make sense?
Well, my question is, what's the reader?
Right there in the middle,
My
Geraldine.
screen
Yeah, but that's if you're at the store. I mean, I'm at home and it tells me to hold near reader.
Well, you wouldn't use it when you're home, Miss Geraldine. You would check it out and you would hit pay with Apple Pay and you would just confirm it. You wouldn't use a reader because the card is already in your Apple Pay. Don't overthink it. If you're home, you say I don't have a payment card in there. I
Right.
just have my Apple Cash. If I had a card in there, just like again here on my phone or my iPad, I have a card there. So again, if I wanted to purchase, let's say Domino's or whatever on my phone, whether you're on Safari, if you're in an app, when it says pay with Apple Pay, then you would just confirm it's you. So if you're on your iPad, you would use your Touch ID to confirm, and then you would use that card to pay for it.
Okay.
So when you're at the store, you use the reader. If you're home, you just pay for it and follow the instructions on the screen.
Okay. Okay.
Does that, yeah. But when you see this reader, when you see the not the register, but yeah, you'll see all of these things. See this button, you'll see this icon. Again, you're able to use your phone and be able to pay. So Geraldine, go to your wallet or you can go to settings on your device and then hit wallet and Apple Pay on your phone. And then you can see what cards are there, okay?
Okay. Okay.
Yeah. So that way, when the next time you're in the store and you want to use one of those cards to pay, instead of taking the card out of your wallet, you can use your phone.
Okay. Okay. Okay.
Literally, go like this, boom, boom, verify it's me, put the phone on the reader, and then you'll hear a ding, and then
that's it. Okay.
Then go on out the store with all your groceries.
With all my groceries, just get my groceries out.
So what you saying, Alice, when you put it up to the reader, I could choose maybe my debit card. I didn't use my Apple Pay. That's what you're saying.
Yes, you can use different. So
And just put it up to the
if I have my screen right here, you see I have multiple cards in my wallet right here on my phone. You can have multiple cards. I mean, I have my Smart Trip. You can add your Smart Trip card to your wallet. That way you don't have to take the card out. You can use the Smart Trip and use your phone. I have Apple Cash available. I have different debit cards. I have my Cash App. You can do cards for like loyalty programs. Like I have my Regal Cinemas QR code there. I have my chopped rewards thing in here. You can
so
add
that's what's called the reader. When you push whatever card you want to pay for your merchandise with.
When you see this sign, when you go to the register and you pay, when you get to here, it'll say the payments. Again, back in the day, you had to swipe your card, cash. Now you can use your mobile device and pay straight from your phone.
I hope y'all be keeping good
Yeah, I
records.
see people doing that all the time.
I know, right?
And tap on the phones, and then they put it up against that reader, and they put the phones in the pocket, and that's it.
Be keeping count.
But if they scan in the card, what they need the reader for?
Say that again.
They don't do the card. They
The
put
reader.
the phone up
You
against the
you
reader,
don't. The
and
whole
it takes the
point.
money off.
Yeah, the whole point of the tap is that way you don't have to take out your wallet.
Mm-hmm.
Take out a card. You don't have to swipe it. How
Mm-mm.
easy is that?
Because then if you swipe
I
it,
be swiping the card, but they don't.
Yeah, no, I have not swiped a card in years.
and
Yeah.
and
It's
Oh.
like, yeah, I've not really swiped a card.
So
And
what about like if you was at Giants or Safeway, you need to put your bonus card with that?
oh, you put your phone number
Your
in.
phone number to bring
They
it up.
ask for alternate ID. That's your phone number.
You put
Yeah.
your phone number in, and that takes care of that.
Yeah, it
Mhm.
all depends. Sometimes you have an app and you can, there's a QR code and that they can scan to put in your account. But yes, at Safeway Giant, you put in the number associated with your account. So I mean, everything that
Okay.
I just said is everything to do with payment and things of that nature. So
And then if you have
Mm.
a SNAP card or some other card, you put that in first, and then what's left over, then you put your debit card in.
yeah, that's how you go about it. So
Oh, you can't put that in where it be for the reader too, the
No,
SNAP
you can't
card?
do you can't do that for the reader for the SNAP card.
not just yet, but
Oh,
maybe once in a hopefully soon. But what you can put in wallet, which is really cool. If you go to if you're on your iPhone, you go to the wallet app, you can add even an ID, which is really cool in
oh.
certain states. It's not in all the states yet. I don't see DC, but you can even put a digital ID. You can, if you have a
Mm.
passport, you can use your US passport to create a digital ID that you can
Oh,
use to book flights, hotels, pass through TSA, lots of
yeah.
so make sure you all check that out. If you have a US passport, you can create a digital ID that's used in a lot of places.
Mm. That's cool.
It sure is. All right, folks. So we just went over what you can do on iPhone and iPad regarding wallet because we talked about messages and being able to send messages, but also money through messages, which has everything to do with the wallet and Apple Pay. So don't overthink it, but definitely check it out and may utilize it. I love sending friends money through messages, and I love being able to pay for different things using my iPad or my iPhone.
Well, I hope I'm one of your friends. You can send me some money.
So make sure you all check out these features, okay?
Yeah.
So yes, one last thing we're going to talk about today is the app that I'm on right here. This is Safari. I think this is one of the most important apps you can utilize on your device. Safari, this compass looking icon.
Yeah.
Make sure you use it because what does the internet allow you to do?
Where are you at?
What does the internet allow you to do?
Research.
Everything.
There you go. Everything, right? Allows you to
Yeah,
search,
receive
look up
and everything.
everything. So when you ask yourself a question, what is this or that? You don't have to wait to find out. You can find out yourself. And that's so empowering. When I first learned about the internet, oh goodness, decades ago, I was so enamored by I can search anything and find out about it with multiple sources because it's never just a good thing to look at one thing for a topic. You got to look at other things. When I did research for school, I can't just look at one point of view. You got to look at other point of views. So when you're in the Safari app, I mean, you can have different tabs that are open. We haven't talked about this app in a while, but I use it every single day. Every single day on my phone, on my laptop, on my iPad. That's how I do research, learn about things, places, things, I mean, ideas, concepts, everything. I mean, because you can just do so much. Even just doing a simple Google search, you can look up everything from images to videos about a topic, shopping, flights, I mean, messages, I mean, website links. I mean, it's so amazing. So if we're all in the Safari app, okay, at the top, we have this address, or maybe at the bottom on some devices, okay, it may be at the bottom, but Or maybe of both. Like on my iPhone, I have the address bar at the top, and then I have some options at the bottom. So it all just depends on what device you're on. But at the top right, what do those two squares do that overlap? What happens when I tap on that? I can see all of my what?
What is that?
What happens when I hit those
Yeah.
two squares at the top right? What can I see? All of my what?
Mail.
Your icons.
So here's a hint. What are these called? What are these called? You see what I'm switching between? What are these
Split
called?
screen, would it do that?
All of your screen.
You talking about all the way at the top of
Well,
it?
there's a specific term. What am I doing? What am I switching between? Different what?
App.
Card.
Different apps.
No, I'm in the Safari app. I'm just saying different what?
But do that again.
I want to say different screens, but that ain't.
Well, these are different screens. There's a specific name. It starts with the letter T.
Different travel places.
Would
That
it
was
T?
topics.
Huh?
Topics. You said start with T.
All right, folks. Again, let make sure we're all in Safari, okay? On your
Yeah.
ends as well. So those are different tabs. Okay.
Oh,
These
okay.
are different tabs. Again, if you're using the browser on your phone, on your
Oh,
computer.
Alice, that's what I said. You didn't hear me?
I didn't even.
Nope.
Oh, I must have been on mute because I say tabs.
Yes, tabs.
No
know
wonder
you,
you.
Denise.
So
No
much.
wonder you didn't say nothing.
Okay. Yes.
Yeah.
Yes, these are different tabs. Again, when I'm using the Safari app, look at these. These are all different things. My start page, different, different things that I've looked up. You can have those. So when I hit those two squares at the top right, I can manage my tabs. I can see which ones I have, go to any of them at an instant, and also delete them. So I can hit the X on any of these tabs, or I can swipe them to the left and be able to remove them.
Oh, okay.
Okay. So if you have a lot of tabs that you may not have used, it could be a good idea to get rid of some of these tabs if you have not used them for a while.
Yeah.
When I hit the plus button, so right next to those two squares, or even when I'm here, when I hit the plus button, that's a new tab. Look,
I see the plus button.
So if you're on your Safari, make sure you take a look at the toolbar that we're taking a look at. So we have the two squares overlapping each other, and we also have the plus sign that adds a new tab at the start page. Okay. So so when you're here at the top in the middle, what does that bar say? At the top in the middle, what does the bar say? Safari.
Search or enter website.
Search.
Yeah, search or enter website name. So that is the address bar or the search bar.
In the middle.
Yeah, so again, making sure you're looking at your Safari, okay? Let's look at
That's
your
why.
yeah, you can look at mine too. It's the same thing. That's what I'm saying. It's the same thing. So whether you're looking at mine or yours, again, that bar at the middle at the top, again, it may be different depending on what device you're on. It says search or enter website name. So what does that mean? I can put a website name, or I can do what?
Whatever I'm searching for.
Whatever website.
Anything. I can put anything. I can search for anything.
Whatever.
What is so again, I can go to any website name, so google.com, right? I can type google.com, go to google.com. If I want to go to yahoo.com, I go to yahoo.com, hit go, and then I'm at that website. But again, I can just search for anything that I want. So today is Lego Day. So if I type in Lego gifts, there you go. I can search for different moving images. Let me go to images and look at all these different gifts, these moving images that I found. I found what I was looking for in less than a minute.
I like to use the microphone. It's quicker.
Okay, yeah. I mean, however, the most important thing is, being to look for what you want to look for. So, again, everything is what is X, Y, and Z? Type it here and see what comes up. I mean, it's just so amazing that you don't have to wait around to learn something new or find something out. You can just use the tools that that we have to figure that out. So
Where your
everything.
microphone at, Alice, on your keyboard? Oh, I see it up in.
Well, none of us can use it right now because we're on Zoom.
I see it in the gray part. Your
If
microphone.
I wanted to search for DC resources, I type that in, hit go, and then look at all these different resources. I can put in seniors, and then I can do that. I can type in senior discount blank and put in whatever. If there's a discount, you can search for anything. So besides that, what is one thing you always wanted to learn more about? It's one thing, anything, it could be anything. What's one thing you always wanted to learn about?
What's the best lotion seniors can use for dry skin? That's what I want to ask.
I mean, you
No,
type
seriously.
do you type it in? And then you can just see what
Lotion dry skin.
I use Screen, Dolores, and they do better than Lotion.
Again, it's all
What did it say?
you can see all the different options that come up. You can look through articles, best lotion, there's this website, this website.
Everything.
Yeah, I mean, it all depends on what you want to put. So
you get confused.
Now, reason why, Alice, I was saying use the microphone.
Okay.
Because some people fingers and stuff can't type good and
well, we're trying to keep things in a positive way. So we're gonna
if they use the microphone, it'll help them.
The microphone just as confused because sometimes you might say Denise and it says something else.
Well, you can read it before you.
I mean, we've got any other way, any way just to be able to search is the most important. Okay, so thank you for mentioning the notification. We're going to talk about that next session. So I look forward to showing you how to enable that. But yes, however way you want to search for anything, you search for. Okay, so you got a lot of results here. What else do you want to search for? It could be anything. What did you always want to learn more about? Like for me, maybe I always want to learn more about Saturn. I type in Saturn, bam, I have a Wikipedia page, I have images, I have NASA's website, I have this, I have these videos, I have European Space Agency, learning about that. I have again another Wikipedia page, National Air and Space Museum.
Put in different cable companies.
Yeah, I mean, so on and so forth. I mean,
cable companies
or anything.
We got a lot of cable companies.
Is everyone gonna search for something to either learn or?
Oh yeah, I am.
Safari, we use Safari.
Yeah, I use
Everyone
it.
use Safari?
I use it all the time.
Me too. I look it up a lot of stuff on Safari, and then I go over to my PC and put it up.
Yeah, I mean, any way to be able to, I think independence is so important. So just by being able to search for different things and do that research and just feel good that you found something new. So
sometimes I use it for the grocery stores, and when I pull it up, it show me different locations of that particular grocery store.
I like to look up the weekly ads for the grocery stores to see what they got before I go which store to go to.
And I'm so happy you mentioned that because when you do those things, it tells you or it might show you an app. So if you want to do that for Aldi's, if you download the Aldi's app, which usually suggests these websites, like if you go to giant.com, it'll recommend you download the Giant app.
For the Giant, Safeway, and Walmart.
Yeah, you can download those apps and just get them even easier than going to Safari. You can just go to the app and be able to log in and use Apple Pay and your other cards to purchase things. And someone mentioned about the EBT. So you can do EBT on the wallet, but when you go to purchase things, if it's available, then you'll be able to do it, just by typing in the card. So there are most things you can do with Apple
gift cards and everything. You can
gift
use them on
cards.
some of them.
There are so many ways to purchase things online. So, I mean, the world is your oyster. So, any last questions? Again, I enjoyed today. We took a look at settings and just how to navigate settings and some important features. I remember Bluetooth. Hopefully, use more Bluetooth features. We looked at apps and then specifically messages and FaceTime and how to make sure those are activated and how to send the message or receive the message. And then we also took a look at contacts a little bit, and then the Safari app. There are many, many other apps like the Clock app or other Apple apps, the App Store. It allows you to download different apps, etc. So please explore and see what is useful for you. Any last questions for today?
Did you upgrade your iPad? Did y'all upgrade your iPad?
Yeah,
Do mine after we get out of class to see if
the
I
grade one have some differences a little bit.
Okay, Alice, in reference to the Zoom, like I said, I was having a hard time getting in. So do I have to delete the Zoom that's on my iPad and go to the Apple Store and I guess
I mean, I wouldn't do that. I would just make sure you're connected to the internet when you are when you're trying to get into Zoom. So I mean, you're connected now. Again, I want to see you on our, 10, 12 on Wednesdays. So just make sure that you use the daily email and use that button to join. If that doesn't work, go to the Zoom app and type in those numbers. And
type in the ID
as long as you're
number.
connected to the internet, you are, you look pretty good to me.
But what I kept on getting was, that little circle that keep going around and around and
Well,
around.
that's because of your internet. Make sure when you were doing that
Yeah,
you were
you're not
connected to the
connected.
internet on your device.
Yeah, that buffing, talking about that round
See that?
buffing.
Yeah.
That's
Yeah, the
low.
buffer, that's what it is. The
Yeah.
buffer.
So you have to check that internet. It make sure it doesn't say not connected and under Wi-Fi, and make sure when you actually go into Wi-Fi, make sure it's fully connected and you're like fully signed into everything.
And
Okay.
sometimes you can cut your whole iPad off, cut it completely off, and then
Well, if it's a
Well, you
long
don't want to do that all the time, as we went over on one of our previous sessions. So again, that's the last resort, but you double check the internet. I'd say 9 times out of 10, that's the issue. So I would definitely make sure that is first. And then, we've been joining for a long time. So the Zoom app, daily email, you do what you got to do to come on, right?
Yeah.
but you
But
could
why would you not want to cut it all the way off?
you can tap on the Zoom box, and it's an arrow at the top that goes down, and it'll take you to the Zoom meetings that you've been to.
Yeah, that's
No,
one way
I
to do
was-
it. I love the daily email because you're able to see the actual description and who's presenting and things of that nature. So again, make sure everyone here has access to that daily email, and that way you can see what's going on each and every day and every week.
Mm-hmm.
But
But sometimes it's good to cut your iPad all the way off.
well, yes,
Especially at night.
it's usually a last resort, only if like things are like frozen, things of that nature. What I said was before was sometimes it's good to let the battery run all the way out, but that's again a once in a blue moon situation.
Yeah.
I've cut my iPad off less than, two hands, maybe like, just like that, because it does a very good job of running itself as long as you keep it updated and you use it. So that way you know how to navigate between
Is
all.
it good to keep the iPad battery on low, like so it won't be, taking a lot of energy up? Because my granddaughter turned mine down when we had a storm. So in case, it wouldn't be hard for me to, how you charge your iPad up and it take a long time. Not a long time, take a few minutes. Make your battery low instead of having it high. So it won't be.
I'm not
You know
sure
what I'm saying?
I don't, Denise, but what I will say is again for battery, again, I don't want to say don't overthink things, but just take a second to think. But usually for these solutions, they're pretty simple, and I don't want you to get into yourselves on certain things. What you should most think about is again being able to, do you know how to navigate between the different apps and all the different menus? But what I say for battery is use it throughout the day. At the end of the day, see where you're at. If you're
Oh, I know what it was, Alex. She
Then,
pulled it down because that way she say, when it's up, how we on here now, it take up a lot real quick. and then if you turn it down, it take a longer time for you
Or
to
what you mean by
charge it
turn it
up.
down? What do you mean by turn it down?
She made it where turning the battery down lower.
So I'm not sure what you mean by that. The only thing I know is low power mode by hitting
Yeah, low power mode.
So that all that does is reduces all the background activities for different apps. So I mean, if your iPad's not at like 20%, then I usually don't use it myself. But that's only if you're really trying to save power. But you know,
Yeah.
so I mean, I've seldom used it. I would say I wouldn't use it unless I don't have access to my charger. I'm at 10%, but besides that, I just keep it at regular mode.
Yeah, that's why she done it, because we knew the storm and stuff. We didn't know if the lights.
I turn mine off and charge it up, when it's low.
So yeah, again, use it throughout the day. If you need to charge it during the day, that's fine. But I usually charge it at the end of the day if I need to, and then I wake up and then I unplug it, then I just go on, so on and so forth. So just try to think like that. It will make it easier, okay?
Yeah, because
use it throughout the day, charge it at the end of the day if you need to. Okay?
Okay.
Thank you so much for asking.
Thank you.
Yeah, don't overthink things, y'all. Just, if it's at 100, use it, unplug it because you don't need to keep it plugged in after that, and use it throughout the day. Have fun.
But I know one thing between you and Annie, Teresa, and you, I learned a lot on this iPad. Because I didn't know nothing.
Well, I'm learning with you as well.
And I'm still learning. That's why sometimes I'll come to the classes, because it's something you might say new that I might be missing out on, like last week. That was good. When we did the
it's important to go over some of the basics and
yeah.
get I put basics in air quote, but this is just navigation. If you know how to navigate your device, you pretty much know how to use it. It's just all about things will change, and that's just in general. So be ready to adapt. But once you know,
Alice, did you remember when Teresa used to do the classes after the modules, and we would win prizes? I think she had about 10 questions, and just to see where we was at and what we knew, and the highest person had the highest score. They win a prize. I think it was she had like 2 prizes or something for the highest scores. You remember that?
I don't remember.
Well, no, Miss Denise. Well, again, I hope I've seen that you all did know a lot, and we learned a lot today. So
you probably wasn't here at that time.
Thank you for everyone for participating in our review game. So utilize messages, utilize FaceTime, and everything else that we talked about. Do your research. Always feel empowered to look up things for yourself. So let's all wish each other a wonderful day and a great job, because we all learned so much.
Great job.
Thank you.
Thank you for going over some things, because when you go over it, we learn more. Thank you for going over
My
it.
pleasure.
Thank you.
Alex, it was off the chain.
Teamwork. That's what we are.
Yes,
Teamwork, dreamwork.
There you go.
Yeah.
Wrong poll, y'all. Let me
I
see.
get ready to say, what happened to the poll?
I was going to say the same thing. Okay.
I was just asking. I need to take a nap, Alex.
Oh, Lord.
I'm right here with you. Hope you all enjoyed it. Learned something new.
Yeah,
I enjoyed it. I like to review and go over things. I like it.
Yeah, it could make you think, don't it, Jerry?
That's what we do every Wednesday at 1:30.
I know. I try to come on Wednesdays.
And you do, and I hope you
try to come every day.
Yeah, we had a little fun, a little sports, a little meditation, a little technical. So I hope we activated all of your parts of your brain today.
Yeah, we activated everything.
Thank you all so much.
That's right. I'm really trying to learn now.